backseat Sally. And you wonder how you got there. Oops. You forgot about your wife. You forgot about your children again. Listen to me. Jeremiah 29:11 says what? Anybody know it? For I know what? What? That I have towards you. And they're what? To prosper you. They're not to harm you. They're to get you to expect it. Well, I have another version. You ready? Here's the devil's Jeremiah 29:11. I know the thoughts that I have towards you, and they are to harm you and to rip everything out of you. Every dream, everything that God has for you, I want to steal it from you. Every destiny. Man, I'm going to tell you something right now. Some of you are in a place right now where this is the end. This is your last stop. If you don't catch it right now, you never will. Come on. Luke chapter 15. Verse 11. It says that he said a certain man had 2 sons. The younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that fall to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country. And there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Listen to me. God says, I have a portion that I want to give to you. But like the prodigal son, he wanted it all right now. I want it all right now. Hello, somebody. He must have been a drug addict. Hello, somebody. It said that he squandered away his inheritance, the substance that his father gave him. He squandered it away because he was partying too much. Riotous living means he was partying too much. Huh? Many of us have had many chances out in the world where God was trying to get a hold of you. But now it's gotten to this place. Now you're at the place where you've hit a wall. Now you're in a place where God is trying to develop you away from the world because you couldn't do it out there. Now you're in an incubator. How many feel like they're in an incubator? How many feel like they're like in a pressure cooker? Like when you come in, you're just like in this bubble. Even when you go out in the world, you're like in this bubble. Your mindset, you're like in a bubble. You know, you're like, right? I feel like I'm in a bubble. Like something's got a hold of me. Now you're mindful of things where you would have done this. Now you won't do it for whatever reason. It could be, oh, I don't want to make my wife. I don't want to make the men's home director. I don't want to make my pastor. I don't want to let nobody down. That's fine. That'll work for a season. But it has to turn. Turn to your neighbor and say, it's got to turn. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your salvation has to turn. It has to turn from a wife or a men's home director or a pastor or an organization. It has to turn to Jesus Christ. Because what would you do if you didn't have the organization or your pastor or your men's home director or your wife or your children? It's not built up in anything except the Rock of Ages. Hello, somebody. Ask me how I know. Because I had to go through it. I had to lose it all. I can't preach it if I can't walk it. So therefore, let my walk match my preaching. Hello, somebody. That's what God wants to do in you. He wants to produce good fruit. Fruit that will remain. It doesn't do any good to see men and women come through these homes, get out in the world and fall flat on their face. That's not fruit. It's like, oh man, somewhere around the line they miss a step. How many have seen on the news these big time preachers and bishops and stuff fall? Scandals, huh? A friend of mine, he says that devil's scandalous. He preaches that. He's scandalous. He is. The devil loves the bigger the responsibility. Oh man. The Bible says, how great is that fall? Because there was people that were serving up beneath those people that built up their relationship and their salvation in the